Welcome back, everybody. The Grand Tactician, Civil War. I'm Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 43 of our Federal Spring of 61 campaign. So, I do apologize. There was no Monday episode. This is going to be going out on Tuesday. Because I did get a little distracted while I re-downloaded Crusader Kings 3 with the new update, and I got a little distracted by that game, so I didn't get this one out on time. Every time I think my phone's on sound, as always. So, I do apologize for that. So, we're going to jump into the historical record here. And just a reminder to everybody, once again, as always, these videos are chaptered, and you can jump around to whichever spot you so choose. A letter from Sergeant Michael Wade to his wife Abigail. Dearest Abigail, my dear, how are you and the children doing? It's been eerily quiet here these past few months. We've engaged in training and more training, and when you believe it, more training. Oh, I jest, my dear. In truth, it seems the South has lost its moxie and are desperately moving troops all over, pushing more men south to Louisiana, where the spearhead is currently located. We've managed to secure the West to the mighty Mississippi. Due to this, we've had a pretty relaxed season. I don't foresee this lasting much longer. Now we'll be home by Christmas at this pace. Oh, if the Lord could make it so. Too many young boys left on the field after every engagement. Pray for our enemy and their honored dead, as you do for our continued protection. We wear the armor of God, dear, and it keeps us safe. Glory to the Most High. Our only concern lately has been what to do to fill the days as we await the rebels' capitulation. Morale is high, and I fear we may end up repeating our same folly from the past year. I, for one, do not want another smear upon our honor and defeat against an enemy who is already defeated. Such shame. I stay vigilant with several other officers who share the same memories and thoughts. Give my love and affection to the children, and think of me fondly, my love, as I do you. Your loving husband, Michael. Once again, as always, thank you to the channel viewers who do choose to partake in the historical records with your units. I do find it a delight to read the letters and newspaper articles you guys send in. All right, last episode ended up with a big fight, one I did not expect. Down here on the Mississippi in Louisiana, between 5th Corps and 3 Rebel Corps. There's actually 2 Rebel Corps, and now there's a 3rd Corps in the area. So, got some big fighting coming up ahead of us. These corps should be broken and pulled away. 5th Corps is in not much better shape. Their readiness is down, but the morale is still good. And I do have my Avatar riding up to help support their morale. Things seem to be quiet along the rest of the line. 6th Corps is down at Baton Rouge, wintering in that location. 2nd Corps is out Mount Vernon, across from Memphis, which now has Robertson's Corps from the Army of Kentucky guarding it. So that was not there a few days ago, and that's moved into place. 7th Corps is still recovering its morale. It's still at a panicked level. We've only moved the game about 3 days. So it's going to be about a week or two before they're ready to go again, take another crack at Fort Arbuckle. The 1st Corps is resting at St. Louis right now, and I plan on them remaining there for the rest of the winter before they continue to move on and take on these separate Rebel Corps that are up here in southern Indianapolis. Newly raised 8th Corps is resting at Marietta, and as soon as winter is over, they'll be moving up against Wheeling and Grafton in the West Virginia regions, and the one Rebel Corps that is in this area. And thankfully, the Potomac line has remained quiet for the time being. It's stayed quiet for the last few months. It seems to be that they've pulled a lot of the troops out of this region. A lot of these corps are well under the strength that they used to be at, as they just shuffled everybody out west. Our 2 fleets are still recovering. Gulf Squadron is down to 2 ships and 6 guns. After all the battles against the forts, they are just in no condition to keep going any longer. And our Ironclad Squadron is Still recovering up off of Cape Cod out of Boston. But they should be ready to go soon, and hopefully we'll clear out the Long Island Sound. But here's hoping. They just have, once again, they got more ships than we have ammunition to fire at them. So that's why we failed the last times. The Ironclads just ran out of ammunition. That was what it came down to. We had no ammo left and just way too many rebels. It seems to be the case in a lot of our fights. I think that covers everything for right now, so I'll be back with the next major incident. Alright, we've actually made it through to the end of February before any actions have happened, and I actually got some serious news for the campaign right now. You notice here at the power bar, it was all the way over here. I had something happen to me that has never happened to any one of my campaigns because I've never had one stretch on this long before. My enlistments ran out in every corps at about the same time. So all of my corps, minus 8th Corps, which is a new corps, but only a division in strength really, had 0 troops in them. Every brigade went under 1,000 men in my armies. Every damn brigade. So I ended up having to send every corps home to recruit troops. I've actually sucked several states dry, believe it or not, to get my numbers back up. So, things aren't looking so hot for us right now. And a lot of those troops are still going to be gone and for until at least April. So the rebels are making some headway, gaining ground back. That's neither here nor there. We do have a fight here at Marietta against Jones's Corps, Army of Virginia. They are bringing 17,282 infantry, 2,200 cavalry, and 9 guns to my 8,500 infantry, 2,300 cavalry, and 15 guns. So, almost 2-1 against us. I think we'll be fine. Welcome, my grunts, to the second Battle of Marietta. We are in the defensive, and we are defending Lonesome Road here and this mountain gap here on the Willow Garden map. So I do have my 1 division sprung out across the road here, with the artillery up on the heights above them, supported by the cavalry. So it doesn't show this as having a good range fan, though. They should be able to reach out and hit whatever's over here, too. They should have a clear sighting of it. I'm hoping, at least. So the rebels are approaching through this entry point right here, so they should be coming straight down this road and into this clearing here where we can engage them, as I'd rather engage them out here in the open, especially with the numbers disparity. So the range of our weapons, even though these are not highly trained corps, our range should be the deciding factor. So we don't even have money engineering points, so I'm just going to have the brigade start building entrenchments. 1,500 now, February, so daylight's going to end. Hopefully the day ends before the rebels arrive, and we'll get a morale improvement. But our morale is even on. I'm hoping theirs drops a little overnight. I'll be back once we have contact with the rebels. Now, 08:55 in the morning, and we do have the rebels in sight, and they're massing forward of us. I didn't spot them initially because I had nobody out here. I forgot there was a stone wall up here, so I did send skirmishers forward to hold that position. And the rebels are now massing on the other side of this wood line here. I do have breastworks built for my infantry. Stonewall might have been a better location, but with these woods on either side, that gives cover to the rebels, so I think we are actually in the better spot. Sadly, my artillery is not ranging them. Then again, I got the cavalry building breastworks right here, so they're probably just blocking their shots right now. But, let's speed this up a little bit and see what the rebel commander does. Also, overnight attrition. They lost over half their morale overnight. They had 62 morale at the start of the battle like we did. They dropped to 38 overnight and lost 600 men to overnight attrition to our 14 men. So, with 14 men, I don't even think that was deserters. That was probably just camp accidents. So we got infantry coming through the wood over here. So their morale's not good, so hopefully we can break these guys pretty easily before they overwhelm us with their numbers. They are definitely messing for an attack. Come on, cavalry, finish up those breastworks. Need to get you back in position. If they want to waste their artillery shots on my skirmishers, I'm more than happy to let them do that. Unless they're going to sit there and wait for their morale to improve, which is not going to happen. And it looks like it might be a little bit yet before they start the attack. So we have actually moved into a day 3. The rebels chose not to attack me. The weather has cleared up. The snowstorm that we were in has ended. It's actually 23 degrees now, 8 a.m. And it looks like they redeployed a little closer to us. Actually, put their cavalry in range of my cavalry. So are they actually going to attack? That cavalry just pulled back immediately, so I don't think the rebels have any plans to attack us whatsoever, so I'm going to start pushing my skirmishers forward and then moving my brigades forward. Yeah, they're all pulling back. These skirmishers come out here. You boys start hitting Anderson. Boys start hitting Scales. Cavalry chase their cavalry. Infantry brigades, let's start moving you forward. If we want to win this fight, we're going to have to take it to them. They took another 600 casualties overnight from attrition. Their morale didn't drop any further than it already had, but they're just losing troops to morale losses now. I want to give you guys... I'll give you Vanguard. Cavalry's actually kind of in a bad spot right now with this brigade on its flank. Hopefully the Peninsula Cavalry keeps falling back and we can... Let's pull back here, redeploy. Get around the flank of that cavalry and away from the infantry. My artillery actually has shots now on that brigade. Move around on that gun detachment. They got a lot of detachments out now, probably because they lost a bunch of their artillery to overnight attrition. Yeah, they're actively pulling away from my skirmishers, of all things. They don't want to fight. Why did they not withdraw? Come on. Right, we're away from that infantry. Start engaging that cavalry again. Brigade. Never came through and renumbered these brigades in the division. Guys, get mounted. They're gonna stay ahead of us. We gotta catch up to them. Get through the woods, see if we can't charge this cavalry while they're dismounted and take them asses down. You boys need to speed along now, please. Okay, you're engaged with them. These boys are staying right ahead of us. Go in there and get them. This little detachment here seems to have that single tree plot armor going on. Get up there and hit Quarles. Stay on them. Let's go. Here's that cavalry brigade. Come over here into that infantry now. Back in the command circle. Need you over here. See that battery off. What the hell's going on? Why are they even fighting us right now? It's about to break. Might as well have some damage before they go. And there they went. Up, up. Pretty short destruction here, looks like it. That battery should have been dead already. There they go, finally. Now come out here and start hitting Anderson. Boys, back home to your brigades. These guys should be showing flank and reared out. They're taking fire from two directions. Where did Waddy's detachment go? No idea. I've lost sight of them. Huh. Was that them running back there? I was like, no, that's Cable's battery. I don't know where Waddy's detachment ran off to. Guns down off the hill, but I doubt they're going to be here in time to do anything. Getting some shots in. Alright, we'll let them stay where they are for now. Cavalry's taking quite a few casualties. They're about ready to go already. Let's just close in on these boys. Here goes Quarles Brigade. Start coming out this way, please. Robinson can handle Moore's Brigade along with the cavalry. Their cavalry's reformed. No big issue there. There goes Moore. Look out this way towards their cavalry, please. Advancing on Wadi. Advance, boys, advance. They are done. They didn't want to fight, so I don't know why they are here. And retreating units are actually messing everything up here. You know, once again, we're not going to be able to catch up with these guys. Go, boys. Keep moving. Fatigue's already pretty high on my brigades. Not going to get the major victory, but doing some damage at least. They actually ignored that retreating in, but that cavalry peninsula's going to stay ahead of us, it looks like. So come back here and get Armstrong, please. See if we can run the casualty numbers up. Got plenty of prison space for them now. Upgraded all the prison camps that we took away from the rebels, plus I built one at Elmira. So they got someplace nice and cold to go freeze at. Stay on those boys. Yeah, somebody's actually coming forward for a fight. Keep running them down. Let's go. Damn, Wadi's, there's Wadi's detachment. I just heard them firing. Are you even catching these guys? Come on. Look like they've done any damage to this retreating brigade here. What a shame. It's starting to get a little annoying that they have not pulled out yet. My troops are getting exhausted just trying to keep up with them. Waddy's brigade's the only one that's not ready to break. Now, you guys just stay there and rest for a minute. Break Wadi, please. We break Wadi, that should break the army. They've actually done quite a bit of damage to Robinson's brigade here. Now all my brigades are running low on ammo. You gotta be kidding me. Stan Wadi's hanging on like a beast, I gotta say that. And somehow all my brigades are out of ammunition, but theirs are not. Wadi's brigade single-handedly holding back my division. Jesus. Let's bring you boys back this way towards the Corps Commander. You can't get in better condition. Hopefully catch their commanders in the crossfire here. Yeah, their corps commander's already wounded. Their morale should be broken at this point. That should break the damn corps' morale. There is no way in hell they'd still be standing. Who's Sibley's division? Is he still up? Unwounded sitting out there? Yeah, somehow Sibley's fine, even though he's in front of all the fire. You know what? I'm going to halt my men where they are, let them get their fatigue back up, and try to push in and finish this attack off. They'll probably withdraw before I have my fatigue back. Alright, it's now 1300. I finally managed to get my artillery in place directly behind Stand Wadi and have them drop some canister into his brigade. So they are now falling back from us. So we do have them dislodged, and we're continuing to push forward, trying to finish this battle off. I'm going to say that this has got to be one of the most annoying battles I've ever fought. The rebels are on the field, and they don't want to fight. Drop some shots into the rear of Wadi there if we can. His brigade's the only thing that's holding us. That and the fact we're now out of ammunition. Still being canister shot. Even my artillery's out of ammunition. I know this won't go to a day 4, so I want this battle done before the end of the day, which is only under 3 hours away. Nope, under 4 hours away. Day ends at 1700 in February. Somehow the morale's come back up to 32. Wadi just seems to be not taking any damage whatsoever. I feel like I'm taking an inordinate amount of casualties right now. I'm at over 2,100 casualties. They really haven't even fought us. We're taking casualties just from trying to chase them down and them staying outranging us, basically. They got some long-range weaponry. You guys have no ammo left. Right, bring the guns around here now, please. I probably should just wait for the day to end, but Wadi's got to be so pissed off. I want his brigade gone. Good on morale and fatigue. Get out of loose order and get mounted. We're going after Waddy with the cavalry. Go get them, boys. Bring me that man's scalp. Oh, don't tell me they just glitched out. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm gonna need him to do something for me. I'm to 23% casualties. I don't think we're going to get the 28 at this rate. I really thought I just had the finishing blow in place, and it's just not happening. These guys are exhausted again already. The boys are right here. Hit them with canister. There we go. This has got to be the most annoyingly exhausted fight I've ever had. Over 800 casualties in Robinson's brigade now. Guys are exhausted. Everybody's exhausted again. You boys stop. Or did I order them to stop and not realize it? This brigade's over 800 casualties. Jesus. Everybody just halt. Just halt. I might just let the clock run out on this fight. Oh, there goes Waddy. He finally broke. Yeah, I don't think my troops are going to be able to do too much more. I think it's sure going to run them down with the cavalry, and that's not going to do much. Even though they're rested, I guarantee you this infantry, which should all be exhausted, probably going to be moving faster than us. Can't get in there. Get in there. Oh, broke those brigades. Okay. And there they go on the retreat. Very good. Finally. I did not think we were going to break them right there. We force a brigade or two to surrender. Highly doubtful of that. I want to try and run this up to a major victory because they have annoyed the crap out of me. 25.8. I don't think we're going to get there. Doesn't show them capturing any of these guys, really. My cavalry just broke, of course. What an annoying goddamn fight. We took way more casualties than we should have. That was annoying as all hell. So we took down 5,000 of their 18,000 infantry, 250 to 2,300 cavalry. We got 10 of their 15 guns. Total loss 5,500 of their 20,000 men. We lost 1,892 of our 8,500 infantry, 647 of our 2,377 cavalry, none of our guns. Total loss of 2,539 of our 11,135 men in the division. We're a separate division. It's really not a sustainable loss. I feel like we should have done more casualties than we did and took less than we did. Yeah, it was just... I don't know why it came onto the field. It did not want to fight. It just did not want to fight. Alright, let's see how we did. Delaware Cavalry did 871 to infantry, captured 168, 73 to cavalry, captured 8, for total 1,128. 1st Brigade did 984 to infantry, plus up to 1,003, caught a lot of command staff apparently. 2nd Brigade did 711 to infantry, 49 artillery for total 766. 3rd Brigade did 755 to infantry, 53 to artillery for total of 810. Division total 2,579. And the DC Battery did 871 to infantry, 168 captured. Oh, that's a cavalry. Give me the battery. Why does it show me the... I'm hitting the battery, but it's showing me the cavalry. Okay, that's bugged out, but alright. 288 to infantry, plus up to 292. Division total 3,999. Officers, we didn't lose anybody. We took down Major General Jones. He's wounded. And that was it. I figured we would have grabbed... Oh, and Lieutenant Colonel Archer of Cabell's Battery. I figured we would have grabbed Sibley in the mix, because he was out in front of... He was in between the lines for a lot of the firing. So I don't know why we did not get him also, but it is what it is. We can close out here, and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Victory at the Battle of Marietta, or the Second Battle of Marietta. The enemy has reported to suffer total casualties of 5,694 men. There were 659 killed and 1,003 captured. Our casualties totaled 2,539 men, with 368 killed, 440 missing, and the rest wounded. We captured 3,000 rifles and 5 guns from the field and sent 900 soldiers off to our prison camps. And 2 of their officers, Colonel Smythe, unless he's one of mine, Smythe one of mine? Might be. Okay, I gotta take a look at that. As you can see, we've had some issues, like I was saying before the battle. Second Corps has been pushed back into the middle of Arkansas. They just made the push on Marietta, but that's the only corps that actually had troops in it right now. Everybody's still waiting for troops to return, and they're not going to come back at full strength. There's just nobody available. So, and they're going to be gone. For the most part, I'm not going to have anybody back in my corps until at least April. Which is perfect for the spring offensive, but we're going to have to retake some things that we already took. Most of the troops for 7th Corps are going to be back first. But like, just to give you an idea here, my grunts are gone another 41 days, 51 days for Janzika Legion. I had to send every brigade home because they had nobody in them. We couldn't stand to make any fights. At all. Pretty bad. But they're coming back at good strengths, it looks like. Wincoop's not. He's only got 832 men. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania probably doesn't have anybody available. Yeah, it does. They should be coming back with more than that. It is what it is. We'll make do with what we got. We're coming up on the end here. Yeah, my national support's dropped really low. And their support's gone up because they're retaking some ground, but I'll get that back from them. Right now, I only have 40,000 men in the field. They have 198,000. But come April, that will change. But outside of that snafu, which has really thrown off my plans for the spring offensive, I think we're going to end this episode here. So once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. I'm no longer accepting brigades into the army as we are in the end game. And, don't forget, if you're following along with the series and enjoy it, don't forget to bayonet that like button, but hit that comment section with a butt stroke, get the algorithm working in our favor, and I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.